Right, we're here at the hedge-cutting event in Kildalton today, but I have Padraig Teahan with me here from RT Engineering. Padraig, we've already established that your partner Johnny Reedy is the wealthier half of the RT Engineering name.
Obviously.
So tell us a little bit about what you bring to the party. Right, we'll go back a little bit further now, to be fair. So you're RT Engineering, you're based down in Kerry, okay? Tell us a little bit about what you were doing before you decided to go mad and go building hedge cutters. So what's your background?
My background originally was working in the buildings.
Oh.
And the crash in 08
Okay.
kind of stopped that.
Okay.
So a part-time job of driving in the evenings and weekends with Johnny.
With Johnny, okay. So Johnny was a hedge cutting contractor long before you became involved. Okay.
Yeah, so that became a full-time job then.
Right.
And I had to generate work for myself, which pushed me into doing tendering for local authority work.
Okay.
The work with forestries and around the telephone lines.
Okay. Okay.
So that progresses up along there.
So as part of that contracting business, now of course we should mention here you're legally attached to Johnny through a marriage certificate to his daughter.
Absolutely.
Okay, was that before or after you were doing the part-time work?
When I started going out with her, I started driving.
Okay, right.
I couldn't say no.
So, as part of the business today, now, what's the contracting background of the business? You're still contracting.
Still contracting.
You're still contracting.
So
right.
Johnny is looking after the local work around the yard at home. The local customers has been there since day one.
Okay.
And I, like I said before, I'm working with the local authorities below in our neck of the woods, and Queel to be a big customer of ours.
Okay.
So we're running that and trying to just balance that and the designing as well.
So you're on hedging, a bit of saw work.
Saw is a big part of our game, yeah.
Is it right? Yeah. And probably a bit. Are you into heavy mulching?
We do not have a mulcher. No, when we have a saw in the yard, we don't feel we need a mulcher.
Okay.
Either the hedge cutter will fix the problem, or the saw will fix the problem.
Okay.
So either way.
On a day-to-day basis, how many machines would you have on the road?
At the moment, I have 2 machines running, and Johnny actually has a tractor with 2 machines hanging off, one front, one back.
Okay, right. So, I suppose the reason I'm asking you this is I'm building the base here. So the next move for the two of you was, right, we're not content that we have enough to do. Let's build our own hedge cutter. You have the experience. You're both driving machines. Johnny is at it longer than you are. But what prompted you to go, hey, we can build a better machine? What brought that about?
We never said a better machine, but what we felt was there's bits in a lot of machines that we don't like.
Yes.
And like, it was if anybody gave it the opportunity to say, right, you have a blank canvas tomorrow morning, design the perfect car or design the perfect house, and you've no limitations. We just said, yeah, we didn't feel that any one specific machine could tick all the boxes for us. And we really wanted something Irish. I mean, I suppose there's a lot of machines coming in from abroad, and we just felt, no, we were used to driving an Irish machine.
Well, of course, the only Irish machine at the time was the Arbacut. Was built here locally. Like after that, yeah, you were
which we were driving.
Yes,
right. So yeah, that's why. So we said.
And when did this seed start to germinate?
You know, like, I suppose the germination. Yeah, you talk about sitting down around the dinner table and throwing ideas out there, saying we should do this. We should do this. Eventually,
I think every man in Ireland has that list. We should do that. Yeah, we should do that. You know what I mean? So
2019, I suppose, we took the plunge. We built a head and put it onto our own existing machines. Okay. It being the most important component of it.
Yeah.
We said we could have the nicest tank and arms and frames in the world.
Yeah.
If it didn't cut properly, it wasn't going to run. Yes. It wasn't going to sell. So we built that, and we were very impressed with the finish of it and the way it worked for us. That, I suppose, gave us confidence to push on to the next level then and build the prototype hedge cutter.
Okay.
So, like, we were very lucky, I suppose, in our game that we were able to test this
yourselves
while in the natural conditions. It wasn't just putting it out, right?
See how it goes. Yeah.
It was alongside other hedge cutters, and you could see its failings or its advantages very fast. And when you change drivers and they see something that maybe you mightn't have even seen, and there's one huge thing in this game is listen to fellas. You know, so that's kind of where we went. There's boys below near us that were driving for us and got into it, tried out, and they might have said maybe tweak this a small bit, and we really find if you listen, you know, it helps an awful lot.
Well, in fairness to you, I find that even with the few machines we've sold already, we have been tweaking. Some of them might like a little bit more speed on some of the functions or a little bit less, and you're able to facilitate that, and it doesn't phase you. In fairness to you, it just, yeah, no problem, we can change this, we can change that. So
that all comes
you're
out
constantly
of
listening.
It all comes out of having a good hydraulic system through high power and Cork. We could have gone for cheaper systems with more diverter valves. We'd have less control to tailor that to the customer. So we always went into this saying, we're not going to do it cheap. We want to do it properly. We want to get genuine good parts that anyone can get across the counter. And that's what's showing now when the customer says the slew is a bit quick. Any chance you can slow it down?
Well, I changed a spool on one myself one evening for a customer. In fairness, I think it was Johnny dropped it up to me, and he found it hard to top a hedge. And no problem, we can bring up a spool. It was about 0.5 mil, I think, smaller. I changed it myself below, literally on the side of the road for him. 15 minutes we had it across, and he was going straight away. He said, yeah, that's the machine I want. Do you know what I mean? But he was so, I hadn't the overalls on me. I had my ordinary and the toolboxes in the boot, and was able to change it and get them going. Do you know what I mean? So it is. I have to say, your hydraulic system, studying it, and as the mechanic coming out to me as was looking at it, it is simple. It's not a ream of hoses, as you said, and diverter valves and things like that. It's a very, very simplistic system to look at it. Even the coolant package, the way it's done, like, it's very, very, very simple, you know. And you can tell the fella, you'd know it was built by somebody who drove one. Do you know what I mean? And that seems,
hose.
Yeah, that seems to have been your mantra all the way through it. Like, this is, well, if we were driving it, this is the way we'd want it to be. Like, so that seems to be so. Right, well, we have, in fairness, in Clonmel alone, we've delivered 2 machines in the last fortnight. I know there's another machine going out above in Portlaoise. We're here today working the demonstration machine, which we have said is going on the road after today's event. So the JA21 22T is getting well established in the market.
Absolutely.
Where next for RT? What's next on the... now, and I know you're in the middle of developing a 1.5 metre head. That's been on the card since last year. That's still a couple of months away, I think, is it?
It is, yeah, probably 2 months away.
And what's the next part of the plan for the next 12 months?
Due to the level of inquiries, we have to expand the range. We have inquiries from down to compact tractors all the way up to the next one above it. So, being a small company, trying to get things going, there's only so many production slots in any month. We can't put our hands around the world, and we're not going to go and start mass producing somewhere else and bring them into the country. We want to maintain the quality. So what we're doing is, if a customer comes to you and says they want an 18-foot fixed, we'll slot that into a November build or a December build or a January build. But yeah, we're going to expand the range, and I want to expand more attachments too. I want to get a finger bar for it as well. And
which is something that's becoming kind of popular in the market, yeah, for people are looking at it. A saw?
We already have a saw built for it.
Okay.
Yeah, we've a saw built. Given the amount of time I've been driving a saw, I use my expertise in that.
Yes.
And it's more of a forward reach saw than what's available in the market at the moment.
Okay.
And it just makes it a small bit nicer to operate from the seat again point of view, like. Okay. So they're available.
So at the moment, you can take your 18 metre machine, or 18 metres, sorry, your 18-foot machine, which is telescopic out to 22. Without too much changing of the production line, you can go for a rigid 18, you can go for a rigid 20.
Correct.
You're really only changing the length of the main arm.
Exactly.
So you do have more than one model in the range, really.
Absolutely, yeah.
Like, it's not unlike while we're all advertising and working this particular machine, a guy comes to us, and of course a lot of the old Arbicle customers didn't have a telescopic machine. It wasn't like he had his 20-foot machine, which was one of the most popular that he sold at the time. Like, but you can achieve that without very little changes.
Absolutely, yeah. We've one in Kerry today being delivered to a customer, a 20-foot fixed arm. So it's only just like you just said, the tweak in the AutoCAD to the length of the arms are tweaked, and away you go. The frame is the same, the tank is the same, hydraulics are the same, everything's the same.
Okay. We're going to go back a little bit to the whole production side of it. So you're building the machine in Kerry, essentially. High Power and Cork are doing the hydraulics for you. High Power are well established. They're there as long as I'm in the machinery again. They're there, good company to deal with, right? Your paintwork is, you're obviously subbing out that side of it. Yeah,
we're coming to Waterford.
Okay.
Done by SP Heat.
Okay.
In Waterford. They're doing a super finish, powder coat finish.
Okay. Your welding and things is done on site?
Every bit of welding is done in Kerry and Ballyduff, the Coastal Precision Engineering
Okay.
is a company that does all that for us.
Okay. Is he assembling on site then as well?
Yeah.
Okay. And your headers and things, you're building them in all on
All under one roof.
all under the one roof.
Yeah.
Well, you very much are an Irish owned, and by the feel of you want to keep it that way.
We do. Like, we're using Care Engineering for balancing our rotors at the moment, and they're brilliant guys to work with. Drop my rotor at 9 o'clock in the morning, it's a balance for dinner time, and away we go again. It's perfect. And these are the connections we want. We want to be able to pick up the phone to Sally and Care and say we want a few rotors done there, and to turn it around quick. No more about it.
Okay.
You need that touch today. It's all about service. Like, anyone can sell the first machine,
Yes.
but
Listen, I'm 22 or 3 years in the sales game, and I learned it from the start. Anyone can sell the first machine. How you go about what you do after that, between backup service, sales, demonstration, is what sells the second one.
Yeah,
As I said, you'll talk a lad into the first one.
absolutely.
The machine has to talk him into the second one.
Yeah.
The machine and its surrounds has to talk, and it doesn't matter whether you're selling them a wheelbarrow, a corn drill, or a tractor.
Yeah.
The machine will sell the next one for you, and I definitely think you're on the right road. You're keeping it Irish, you're keeping it simple. There's a massive buzz around the hedgecutter. We certainly love being involved with you. You're a classic to deal with, I have to say. Now, so far so good, and long may it last. So, Padraig, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Best of luck going forward.
Cheers.